Alright, what's poppin', all you thrillers? This is your boy, Will the Thriller. Will the Thriller from the Villa. I'm pretty sure I'm here by myself. That's why I decided to record. But anyway, I'm gonna go back to my room real quick, guys. So, I'm back. I know I've been gone. I know I've been, shoot. I know I've been gone for a little while, but, guys, I am back. And I am here. How are you all doing? Oh, man. I'm just gonna get my phone on a charger. I just needed some time to myself, guys. There's been a ton happening that you would not believe. Um, I will not talk about all of it. Like, it's not like I'm in trouble or anything, but it's stuff that's like on the private. I want to keep it on the download. But anyway, so the two questions today aren't serious questions, but we're gonna get into some serious topics. We might. Um, but so first one was, what was your best pickup line? Okay, and this one, I don't mean to call people out, but this guy really, Karma's kind of hit him already. The relationship he was in, he's not in anymore. But there was, my first song I ever did, there was a line in there, like, like, it's like, if a star fell out of the sky for every time I thought of you, the sky would be empty now, like how my heart is without you right now. It's something like that. He stole that and used that line on his girlfriend, either the one he last had or the one that he has now. I think she's engaged actually to a guy. It's like it's kind of funny, but oh shoot, I need to go to my YouTube to check my chat. How are you all doing today? But anyway, he stole that line. I wouldn't say it's necessarily my best one. I think it's pretty good. It might be my best one, but honestly, I don't know for sure. Um, But he had that coming. What's up, Tyler? Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're actually in here. That's funny. But so I'm doing these unfiltered episodes on here because for some reason my phone storage is like it's not really working too good. So there we go. And turn this on mute. There we go. But anyway, so he had that coming. So that you know, upon Xbox does this. I might, man. All right. So yeah, I guess that was probably one of my best pickup lines, I guess. But it's not even really a pickup line. I never used it on anybody. But like, I don't know. Someone stole it, so I guess it's good. I don't even know. He stole it without my permission or knowledge. But it's whatever. It's in the past now. But it's kind of funny because the girl he was with actually broke up with him or whatever. I believe that's how it went. I don't think he broke up with her. I think she broke up with him. But it's kind of karma, so it works out. But anyway, next question. Next question. Um, ooh. Next question is, what gaming systems do you have? Ooh, this is an interesting question that I have gotten before on my live streams. Right now, with me at my place, like there are so many other gaming systems, but right now at my place, I have one Nintendo DS Lite, two Nintendo 3DS XLs. Um, I have a Nintendo Wii with the GameCube controller ports on it, which is a rare kind of Wii to find. I have a PlayStation 3, a PlayStation 4, I have an Xbox One, and I have the newest system, the Wii U. Oh my gosh, it's such a good system. That's all I've been playing lately, guys. I have so many games. But, yeah. So, I don't know. There's not much else to say about that. about that. But, I have a cold, so don't mind me. Yeah, dude, I'll get an Xbox after this with you. If you want to go and start up, you can. But, anyway. So coming back to YouTube because I've taken like 2 weeks or more off. Kind of what I want from this series, and any question is available. But feel free to ask me like, oh, you all know that guy Ben Shapiro? He answers really tough questions and stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to put my camera still. I need to charge it so I can't set it against anything. But you all know that guy Ben Shapiro. Well, he answers ask me those types of questions because I would love to answer them. I mean, I have a similar view to Ben Shapiro in a lot of this stuff. I just don't have all of necessarily. I don't have like. I think he went to Harvard. He went to different stuff. I don't have all the background that he has, but I have pretty much a similar, if not the same, view as him. Um, I'm a Christian though. He's a Jew, but pretty much they're very similar religions. Um, in the fact that they both believe there's a God. But that aside, though, just remember, guys, you can ask me deep questions or whatever. Just Instagram on my story. I usually take a poll or whatever at least 1 to 3 days of the week. But I don't know, guys. I've been watching that lately. And I mean, I'm going to be straight up because this is unfiltered. This is my unfiltered thoughts. Okay? Okay? I actually deleted this from my Instagram story because it has to do kind of with one of my roommates, kind of calling him out, but kind of not. So what it was oh shoot, I'm trying to think of it. Oh my gosh. What was it? Oh yeah, it was me saying like the leftist views are kind of funny and stupid, and basically like my roommates or whatever, like they're having some political discussion, and I said something about Hillary or Trump, and they kind of quickly stopped talking about the situation, and said that's too much politics or whatever. And I said basically let me speak my freedom of speech about politics. You know, I didn't name drop them. I'm not gonna name drop them at all here. I'm respectful. I'm not gonna do that, but I need to say who it is. You know, like oh, it's my roommates. You know, for the story to make sense. But they said something, and I said something about Trump or Hillary, and they said, "Oh yeah, that's too much politics for me." It's like you guys in my head. I'm like, you guys were just talking about it. Like, if you guys are gonna have a political discussion, I have a right to say my piece. Okay, like don't try to silence me because that's pretty much what they're trying to do. They're trying to silence me. You know, and basically say, "Hey, let's not talk about this." Like the thing is, people like that are too afraid to be proven wrong, and that's what the leftist thinks a lot. You know, they they don't want the people on the right to speak their piece. It's just it's so funny. But the other thing I was talking about in it, and also basically, don't tell me I can't wear a Donald Trump costume just because you don't like it or don't agree with it. Because and here's the blunt thing I'm gonna say that might offend some people in here. I don't know if it will. I don't know how everybody feels about it in here. But here's how it is. I said basically, don't tell me I can't do something just because you don't agree with it. Because if that were so, if we can all just tell everybody, hey, don't do this because I don't like you, I don't like what you're doing, basically I don't like what you're doing or what you agree with, so you can't do this. If we told everybody that they couldn't do something just because we agreed with it, you know what I'd say? Stop carrying around the Black Lives Matter signs because I feel like it's racist to every other race. And go ahead and argue with me, everybody in the chat, because that if you're really wanting to know the stats, go watch a Ben Shapiro video about like racism or something. You will find actually really like evidence, really convincing evidence because he has the stats and everything. The percent when you're carrying around, but here's the thing. When a movement creates violence, which this has, or like it puts me or someone I know in danger, or it puts my job in danger just because you want to accuse me of saying a word that you think only you can say, that's when I have a problem with the movement. Is when you're infringing upon my rights, when you're just when you're just doing stuff like when you're just doing stuff that puts my rights in danger, that's when I have a problem with the movement. It's not that you're black, it's not that you're whatever. The point when I have a problem with the movement is when it puts someone I know or me in danger, or just takes away my rights, or there's like no equality. And and I can make a whole nother video about this other thing, but that's the whole debate over the N word. Is that should we all say it or should no one say it? Because that's the debate. Is that you can't argue for equality if you're saying, oh, we can say it but you can't. That's the argument. And I never really got into this. I never really had a strong political view about this or even cared until someone tried to get me fired by falsely accusing me of saying the N word. And at that moment, I was like, you know, you can't, like, this is unfair. Like, I didn't get fired, thankfully, but I felt like a bunch of people after that felt like I was a racist. That I was a guy who was racist. And I'm not. When you put my reputation, my rights, or me in danger, or just you make something worse off for me, that's when your movement has to go down the toilet. I'm sorry. What the heck? Who's saying stuff? Oh yeah, no, I know that. I know that, Tyler. No, I mean I've been racially discriminated on Twitch stream. But I mean the thing is, like yeah, like I said, I have nothing against black people at all. Black people are great. I don't judge a movement based on race or ethnicity. I I judge it based on your intention and oh my gosh, there's more comments being thrown at me. I base it on intentionality and is it going to benefit? I got you on Black Hello. Yeah, yeah, man. I base it on intentionality and is it going to benefit the society? I mean, just benefit in general, like, let me think. Let me think. Oh my gosh, this is a really deep episode. Um, like, when I'm thinking of supporting stuff, a terrorist organization who is trying to kill Americans, I'm not going to support them. Not because of their skin color, it's because of them wanting to kill Americans. Like, no, I'm not for that. I'm not for supporting your organization who's doing that. You know, like, I don't know. So that's my thought, and like my initial thought in public, like I know some people, and they should rightfully get offended at the word. It's an offensive word to say to people, you know. Some people would slap other people they heard them say it to them, and I mean rightfully so. But like for me, I mean, I I don't mind if people say it to me. Like I'm not, I know I'm not black, but like I'm not gonna get offended if people say it. But I mean, sorry. Let me rephrase that. I don't mind if people say it to me, but the part where I get offended is I can't say it to you, but you can say it to me. But at the same time, offending, it is freedom of speech, and so, you can say that if you want to. But the thing where it does kind of conflict with freedom of speech though. But I mean, that's a whole debate for a different day. And I don't know, man. I gotta have more people to discuss this with. Like I gotta have like oh, there's this one guy back from Louisville. Like definitely like probably after college we're gonna be roommates or whatever, at least for a year. But I'm gonna try to get him in on some of these. Yeah, guys, I don't know, but oh wait, actually, in 2 weeks, I'm probably going back home, so I might be able to do that. But where was I? Where was I? I don't want these to go longer than 30 minutes either. But but yeah, shoot, I lost where I went. But yeah, no, I mean, I think that I think that everybody, no matter what race you are, white, black, Asian, Chinese, if we want to create equality among everybody, I believe everybody needs to make sort of a sacrifice. And another thing, another kind of hot issue, like not hot as in like it's a good thing, it's kind of like it's a bad thing, but, and I definitely agree, I don't want to say the word. I definitely don't want anybody to say the word, but I know I'm not going to say the word. But you know how artists have it in their songs. You all know this. Artists have the N word in some of their songs, and so when like, and I'm not stereotyping white girls when I say this, but like, I'm not putting them in a separate group, but like white girls or whatever, like typically is, what I hear about like they're being, you know, people are people want to sue them or whatever it is, file a lawsuit against them because they sing the N word in their songs. And it's like, for me as a musician, if there's some I don't want people to be singing around me or at me that's gonna offend me, I don't want to put it in a song. I don't want to put it in a song. I don't care if it's like an Eminem style kind of thing where it's like, oh, I'm this. This is what's bad about me. Blah blah blah. All the things that are bad about me, and people throwing it back at me. If I don't want people singing that stuff, I'm not going to put it in a song. Straight up, a song, it should be your work of art. If you're not proud of it, then don't. If you're not proud to have everybody, and I mean everybody, every race and ethnicity, you shouldn't put out the song. I don't care how fire you think it is. That stuff lasts. Now that we have the internet, like it lasts. It's out there forever. You can't get rid of it. You can delete it, but there are people who can save it on their computers and stuff, and then you can never get it back because you can't just track who saved it. We don't have that kind of technology to do that. So, kind of, I know I've talked to people about this over the Twitch stream and stuff, but as for that, like people don't want them singing that, just don't put it in a song. That's all you gotta do. Like, I understand how it can add value to the song, but at the same time, like that's like I said, if I don't want people singing something about me in the song, or just something I don't want them singing in general, I won't put it in the song. If someone wants to take that route and say that outside of the song on Twitter or whatever, then that's their own fault because that's what they took from the song, and that's not what I put in the song. So it's not my fault that they're saying it at me, because whenever people are getting angry that people are singing the N word that's in their song, that's their own fault because they decided to put it in the song. Like, don't put yourself through that. Don't put yourself like in that position to where, oh, these people are singing the N word, like, just don't put it in your song. That's straight up. These are simple solutions. And then I guess kind of another one, and like I said, we can talk about these more in other episodes, but I'm just kind of introducing different stuff. But okay, I'm gonna I have a segue. All right, I have a good segue. Um, yeah, I got about 10 minutes left, but kind of going on from that. Just because you're black, just because you're a woman, just because whatever, doesn't mean you get paid less than everybody else. You know, and I know this. Oh shoot, sorry about that. I know this because like I've been at like at least three different jobs, and like I've even heard some people above me, like position wise, they want to add like they want to add more diversity in the workplace. So they're gonna try to get like a female or a male, or someone white or someone black or Chinese or whatever or Jewish into that position. That is a little bit sexist and racist, and I'm sorry, I don't think that should definitely happen. But for the most part, like the reason why people get paid more, like this was taken into account, you know, like you have to take into account that people at different positions. This person might have a supervisor position while this person has like a base level position at the job. And yeah, they're going to get paid more. What? Because they're white? No. Or because they're a guy? No. As I'm saying it, I'm a white guy, but. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I gotta hide that because otherwise everybody else is gonna try to stuff. Yeah, bro. I know UPS did do that stuff. UPS wanted more like diversity of like guys or girls or something like that. That is kind of sexist because here's the thing. Most places, I believe, aren't gonna do that. Like for the most part, because if this was really an issue, like like hey, everybody's doing this, like there would be evidence, there would be people talking about it, but like that's not the biggest issue ever. And you know, but shoot, I'm trying to think. But for the most part, when people get promoted or whatever, or they get a raise, they have to work hard for that. Same as same as everybody else. Same as you. Same as your neighbor. Same as your best friend. Whoever. Like you all have to work to get what you want. Like it's not based. Oh my. I'm sorry, guys. It's not based on whether you're a guy. It's not based on white privilege. It's not based on whatever. It's not based on age. It's not based on whatever. Now, I will admit, there are some organizations who do base it on how you look. But for the most part, it's not about necessarily attraction. If you show up to a job interview, like, and you smell like you haven't taken a shower for a while, they might not let you have the job because they see that you don't carry yourself well. That's the thing, is that they don't judge based on everything. Like they judge based on they judge based on the way you carry yourself. And I'm sorry, if you don't like to shower, you might not get a job. Like that's the thing. You actually have to work for what you want. You can't just get stuff. Like, that's not how it works. If you want to get the higher paying job, you have to work harder for it. And if you have been discriminated against in some way, then yes, I feel sorry for you. You know? That's not the way every place works. But unfortunately, some people are like that. But just because you're a woman or you're a black person or whoever doesn't mean you get paid less. Everybody gets paid based on their work ethic. But the next thing I want to come to is that guys are guys and girls are girls. And the thing is, and I've talked about this before, why are we gonna have sex ed? Like Like, why are we gonna have sex ed class anymore if, like, I hope they're not teaching this in schools, because if they are, then do away with the whole sex ed class, because what's the point of that? You're saying you can be a guy, you can be a girl you want. Like, you, your biology, your original biology doesn't matter. You know? People are not born gay. People are not born lesbian. Okay? There are sometimes gender identification problems when you are born, but people grow out of that at the age of 13. And the thing is, and Ben Shapiro talked about this a lot, and it's so true. I never thought of it like this, but it seems honestly true. But mental illnesses now are anything that causes depression, you know? It's not like, oh shoot, I'm sorry. It's not just whatever. Gender identification is, sorry, excuse me. Gender identification, you can't identify, whether you're a guy or girl. That is a disability. Not sorry. That is a mental illness, because you're biologically born either a guy or a girl. There's no third gender. There's no 9 genders. There's no secret second gender you can be. You're either a guy or a girl. You can't be both. You can't, you know. I will never call a person, you know. I will never call Bruce Jenner she. I will call whoever he. Caitlyn Jenner he, or whatever. You can change your name, but if you're a guy, you're a guy. If you're a girl, you're a girl. Sorry, but facts don't care about your feelings. And the fact is, I want to say this because I didn't say this before, but like how in my job, a black person tried to accuse me of saying the N word, and I never said it. You trying to use your victim mentality, you trying to be a victim and use that to give yourself power, shame on you. Because guess what? That's not correct. Like when you're trying to, people want to be a victim now more than ever just so that they can get a point. People want to be a victim now more than ever just so that they can gain power, and that's, you're literally tearing apart our society when you do that. You're tearing apart our trust in humanity, and I don't like that. You think I like feeling like people think I'm racist? Do you think I like walking into the workplace feeling like people don't like me? No, I hated it. When you ruin someone's way of life, their rights, or their safety with whatever you're doing, then you need to stop, because it's gone too far. And also, a baby is born at conception, but it is still a living being when it's in the womb. Because the thing is that you can't just say that it's not just because it's a clump of cells. Technically, you're a clump of cells, you know? And just because it can't do whatever, people with Alzheimer's, people with stuff like that who don't know, like, their identity, don't know everything. If we can just, if we just say we can kill fetuses because they don't have feeling, they don't have whatever, then why don't we kill the people in a coma, in Alzheimer's or whatever? Because, you know, they aren't talking, they aren't whatever. Like, that's the thing. You can't really define what an actual human being is without discriminating against other people and saying, you know, hey, we have to kill them. You would have to because of the way you define it. It's, oh my gosh. And the thing is, people want to say it's their body. Now, here's the thing. Here's the only exception. When it comes down between the mother's life and the baby's life, like if the mother will die because, you know, if they have to abort in order to save the mother, then by all means do that. But But if you had sex out of wedlock willingly or just period, you need to have that baby. And there are programs to help you out with, if you're a single parent or whatever. But I want to say this especially to people who have sex out of wedlock. You know, you can't go all about, oh, it's my body or whatever. No, if you, especially if you gave consent, you know, you you accept the risk that you might get pregnant. Like, and the thing is, like, feminists and everybody else want to speak out against guys like me or just guys in period who are saying stuff about this. We only say this stuff because we care about the human being. We don't care about your appendages. We don't care about your womb. We care about what's in the womb. Okay? I don't care. You can do whatever you want to, but don't you dare kill that baby. Okay? So, that is my truth. That is what I believe. Challenge me. And guys, I will be back with another episode of Unfiltered either in a few days or next week. I'll see you all later. Bye.